Hey up everybody, my name's Joshua Marson, director of Johnny Moz's Lessons in Confidence, and today I want to talk a little bit about the world and the human beings within it. Right? So recently I've been on a bit of a road trip type thing where we went up to Scotland and then we kind of made our way back down to London. And along the way I saw all sorts of different forms of English and Scottish culture, right? From the Midlands to up north to Scotland to that kind of Oxfordshire sort of area, which I guess is south, but like it's more north than the M25, so it is still the south. But it just kind of got me thinking, when I got back to London, I was thinking, oh, I'm going back to London, oh God, there's no sociability around here, it's all so much better up north, right? And this is my first day back in London, and I've been walking around this local park, right? I don't know if you can see, but there's so many people out there, right? Just sitting, having a nice little picnic or whatever, right? Some of them are on their own, some of them are with family, some of them are with a girlfriend or a boyfriend, right? There's people walking along this path along here that are walking and talking with a friend. There's people sat down in big groups. There's smoking circles down there where people are getting a bit of ganja together and just like having a good time. You know, there's so much going on here, so much sociability, so much human connection within this one little microcosm of the world, because this is just one part of one borough, of one city, of one country, within a larger country, within one continent, of the 7 continents on Earth, or 6 of which actually have people on them, like proper lots of people, not just scientists, right? So it's just interesting to me that, you know, with the way that the internet and sort of that kind of thing is going about, it sort of seems like the idea of sociability and like people going out into the world and talking to one another as if that's almost some kind of thing of the past. But if you look here, right, it's the year 2025, right? The internet's taken over. AI is going to destroy everything, right? The human race is doomed, right? But everyone here is having a lovely time, having picnics. There's someone there for baby, having a really nice little time, right? There's a couple that I can see, they might be on a first date, right? And they're being captured in this sort of as a like, little microcosm of their own life. There's so much beauty to the human spirit and the human connection, right? So as time progresses and the internet becomes more, you know, universal, right? Apparently there's something like 4.5 billion people have access to the internet now. And realistically, in a developed country like this, 99.9% of people are using the internet. Right? I see a lot of people on phones. There's a bunch of them probably there you can see on phones. One of them's taking a selfie, one of them's taking a picture of the lake. Right? They're all using their phones, but at the same time, they say that using your phone means that, you know, you're shut off from the world. But if you go out into the world looking for that, you will find that, because there are a lot of people with their headphones in like this. I want to shut myself off from the world. Right? There are a lot of people that are doing that. There's people here with headphones now. There's that guy on the phone, but you know, that's part of the human spirit. He's talking to someone, isn't he? Right? Maybe he's on the phone to HMRC going, oh, yeah, can you sort my tax out? And they're putting him through fucking loads and loads of different machines. They put you through one machine, it's go, please enter your situation. And you say your situation, sorry, can you say that again? And they do that again and again and again, and that just gets really annoying. But I just find it really beautiful just how many people there are coming out to these sort of places, right? How many people still have the time to actually go and socialize? How many people have the energy to connect with another person? And how much, you know, social energy is being, you know, used up all around here? How many people are going to go home later today satisfied? You know, maybe a new love is being formed in this very park right now, right? Maybe there's someone that's having their first kiss right now, and another right now, and another right now, right? How many people are having the best day of their lives right here, right now in this park? How many people are fucking tripping on mushrooms or something like that, wandering around going, ooh, whoa, the trees. They look over here, they see me filming the video, they realize that I've called them out. That's gonna cause them some kind of fucking existential crisis, isn't it? Luckily, no one here seems to be wandering in circles, so I think we're safe from that. Yeah, there's just so much beauty to the human spirit, right? There's so much beauty within humanity, and you know, there's a whole world out there of interesting people that are ready to meet you, and you're ready to meet them, if you give yourself the time and the energy to actually do it, right? Because it's very easy to keep yourself shut in your little microcosm in your room or whatever, in your house, in your apartment, just sitting there on the phone like this. Oh, I'm scrolling because I'm depressed. You know, I get it, right? We've all got miserable like existences. Everyone's got something wrong with them, right? And this is one way that you can kind of escape that. The amount of times that I've said no to something and then later thought I could have done that. I could have gone out and met some new people there, right? And it just makes me think, there are so many interesting people out here to meet. There are so many people that are living a happy existence, right? Obviously, I'm not saying that every single person in the back of this frame and every single person out here is having the fucking time of their life. It's just a local park at the end of the day. You're just doing the thing you do at a local park. It's not like this has to be the best moment of your life. All it needs to be is nice. It just has to be all right, pleasant, right? Because pleasant is good. It's good to feel good. Right? I think we can all agree on that. Who out there is disagreeing? Please put your comments below if you disagree with the idea that being happy is nice. Right? And I just think because there are so many wonderful people that are just going across here, right? There are so many people that are in your neighborhood, in your community right now that are talking to one another. If you're sat here at home watching this, right? Do you know how many interesting things are going on at your local bar, your local pub, or your local cafe? Do you know how many people are meeting one another for the first time? Do you know how many people are kindling some kind of lifelong bond? Meanwhile, you're sat there being left out of it by your own volition, by your own choice. You're choosing to be like this, right? And it might feel like, you know, you've got an awful lot of weight on top of you. You don't have the time or the money to go do this stuff, right? It doesn't cost a lot to go to the pub. Right? You can go to your local, right? Get soda water, that's free. You can get tap water, that's also free. Get one of those, right? And you just sit there with it and you can make some interactions, have some talks with one another, right? Maybe you get like one lemonade or like half a lemonade. That's usually like £1.50 to £2, right? Do that. I know that's a lot for a fucking lemonade, but it's not about the lemonade. It's about the social connection and the potential for your future existence to be a social being. That's what it's about, not just about the fucking lemonade, right? So all the people that have come out here, maybe gone to a cafe and then taken a jaunt down to the local fucking park to have a nice sit in the grass and enjoy and bask in the sun, right? There's so many people out there that are doing this. And are you doing this? Well, clearly not, because even if you're out in a park right now, you're sat on YouTube watching some fucking twat telling you to go and socialize with people rather than actually socializing with them. You're forming some kind of, not necessarily parasocial relationship with me. This might be the only video of mine you ever watch, but you've got parasocial relationships with various people on the internet. You know people that don't know you back. Why don't you go and find some proper two-way connection with someone who actually cares about you and you actually care about them? Not necessarily romantic, but platonic as well. There's so many wonderful people here, right, that you can make friends with. And there's so many people in your local neighborhood that you can make friends with. So why aren't you going out there and doing it now? Just get up, stop watching the video now, because there's not really much left to say in this video. I'm going to wrap it up after this, and just go out and actually meet some like-minded people, because you know what, there are so many local little clubs for you, right? Say you like Yu-Gi-Oh, there's a Yu-Gi-Oh club for you. Say you like, I don't know, ancient sort of history, there's someone out there that's doing that. Say you like knitting and crocheting, there's someone that does that. Say you like, I don't know, video games, there's all sorts of little competitions and stuff that are going on. And I mean in real life, not just on the internet. LAN parties, I don't know if those are still a thing, but you know, that's one variation on the idea. And then there's like music. Say if you're into music, the amount of open mics, not just in this location, but all up and down the UK, I see open mics all over the fucking place, or local small bands playing in various pubs. There's so much that you can get yourself doing. So why don't you just go out there into the world and do it, right? Even just for a day, because it's better to have done it and regretted it than to have not done it and been wondering about how good it potentially could have been. Even if you go out there and think, oh, actually that was a shite day, that I wasted my time. You didn't waste your time because you figured out what you like and what you don't like. It's better to do that than to be left constantly in this uncertainty. So yeah, that's pretty much it from me. I just wanted to make this quick video just with, you know, the amount of wonderful, interesting people that are out there for you to go and have a chat with, and that they have an opportunity to come chat with you. Open yourself up to new people and to new experiences, and with that, you'll make yourself so much happier and more fulfilled for the rest of your life, however long that might be. Right? Whether you're young, middle-aged, or old, it's never too late to start getting out there and just being your best self. So yeah, that's going to be it from me. Please leave your thoughts in the comments below. What's the last time you went out there into the world and actually tried to socialize with other people? How did it go? Are you someone that has like social anxiety? I understand that kind of thing. I get a bit anxious when I go to talk to a new person. It freaks me out a little bit. I'm worried that they're going to think I'm a fucking lunatic, right? Fairly understandably, if these videos are anything to go by. But at the end of the day, it's worth doing it. So what do you think? Do you agree with this whole thing? Do you think that, you know, there is still a wide world of various social intricacies out there and people connecting with one another? I mean, do you or do you not? Because where you might live, it might be different. You might not, all your local parks might be empty. You might not have any local parks. You might just have endless office estates and fucking just grey buildings all over the place with people in their fucking headphones going from A to B, just doing nothing, not talking to anybody, just sitting in their own little microcosm of the universe, being just the worst version of themselves, shut off from everyone else. A generation of fucking closed-minded fucking psychopaths just being spawned out of the fucking ether, right? That's potentially where you live, but I don't think it is. I think it's a lot better than you might think. At least I hope so. I hope that the world is a lot better than I like to think it is. So yeah, that's going to be it from me. Have a good one. Take care. Bye bye.